The Invisible War. The year is 2025. The battlefield, not a land of bombs and bullets, but the ethereal realm of cyberspace. Here, an invisible war rages. Hackers clash with ethical hackers, the guardians of our digital world. This is a war fought with lines of code, a war where the spoils are data, privacy, and control. It's a war that touches every aspect of our lives. Every day, headlines scream of massive data breaches, crippling ransomware attacks, and digital espionage on a global scale. In 2024 alone, over 900 million cyber attacks were launched. Cybercrime is no longer a niche activity, it's a global epidemic. The impact of these attacks is devastating. The cyber battlefield is not bound by borders or physical limitations. It's a global conflict, with attackers and defenders scattered across the world, engaging in a high-stakes game of cat and mouse. But in this digital battleground, there's a glimmer of hope: the ethical hacker. The dark arts of cybercrime. To combat the rising tide of cybercrime, we must first understand the enemy. Hackers, once romanticized as lone wolves in hoodies, are now often part of sophisticated criminal organizations backed by nation-states or operating in the shadowy corners of the dark web. Their methods are constantly evolving, becoming more sophisticated and dangerous. Phishing remains a popular tactic. Hackers cast out bait in the form of emails, messages, or websites designed to appear legitimate. Unsuspecting victims reveal their passwords, credit card details, and other sensitive information. Ransomware attacks are on the rise, holding data hostage for profit. Imagine logging onto your computer only to find all your files encrypted, inaccessible. A menacing message appears demanding payment in cryptocurrency to unlock your data. Hospitals, schools, even casinos, no one is immune. Zero-day exploits represent the cutting edge of cybercrime. These attacks leverage software vulnerabilities unknown to the vendor, giving hackers a critical advantage. Like a thief with a master key, they can slip past security measures undetected, wreaking havoc on vulnerable systems. But the arsenal of the modern hacker extends beyond these familiar tools. Artificial intelligence, once the stuff of science fiction, is now a weapon in their arsenal. AI is used to craft convincing phishing emails, generate deep fakes to spread misinformation, and even deploy swarms of malicious bots on social media. Real-world consequences. The consequences of successful cyber attacks extend far beyond financial losses. In 2024, a major hospital fell victim to a ransomware attack, its systems crippled, surgeries delayed, and patient lives put at risk. This attack highlighted the very real human cost of cybercrime. Critical infrastructure is increasingly vulnerable: power grids, transportation systems, water treatment plants. These essential services rely on interconnected computer systems, making them prime targets for hackers seeking to sow chaos and disruption. The interconnectedness of our world means that an attack on one system can have cascading effects. Remember the Viasat attack of 2022? This attack, attributed to Russia, targeted a satellite communications company, disrupting internet service for thousands in Ukraine and across Europe. This incident served as a stark reminder that cyber warfare is not confined to the digital realm. It can have tangible consequences in the physical world. The threat of cyber attacks is not a hypothetical scenario, it's a clear and present danger. As we become increasingly reliant on technology, the stakes of this invisible war continue to rise. The White Knights of cybersecurity. In the face of this escalating cyber threat, a new breed of warrior has emerged: the ethical hacker. Driven by a desire to protect, not exploit, these digital defenders use their skills to expose vulnerabilities and strengthen our defenses. Ethical hackers are the good guys and gals of the cybersecurity world. They use the same tools and techniques as their malicious counterparts, but with one crucial difference: permission. They are hired by organizations to find and fix weaknesses before the bad guys can exploit them. Penetration testing is one of their primary weapons. Like digital gladiators, ethical hackers simulate real-world attacks, probing systems for weaknesses. They attempt to breach defenses, exploit vulnerabilities, and gain access to sensitive data, all to identify and address security flaws. Vulnerability scanning is another crucial tool in their arsenal. Using automated tools, ethical hackers scan systems and applications for known weaknesses. These scans can uncover a wide range of vulnerabilities, from misconfigured settings to outdated software, providing valuable insights to strengthen security posture. But ethical hacking is more than just technical expertise, it's a mindset. It requires creativity, persistence, and a deep understanding of how hackers think. It's about staying one step ahead, anticipating threats and finding weaknesses before they can be exploited. A perpetual battle. The battle between hackers and ethical hackers is a constant arms race. As defenders develop new defenses, attackers find new ways to circumvent them. It's a perpetual cycle of innovation and adaptation, a game of cat and mouse played out on a global scale. The rise of artificial intelligence has added a new dimension to this battle. Just as hackers are leveraging AI for malicious purposes, ethical hackers are harnessing its power to bolster our defenses. AI-powered security tools can analyze vast amounts of data, detect anomalies, and identify threats in real time, providing a critical advantage in the fight against cybercrime. Staying ahead of the curve requires constant vigilance. Ethical hackers must continuously update their skills, learning new techniques and staying informed about the latest threats. They must be adaptable, creative, and always thinking like the enemy. The battle for cybersecurity is not a sprint, it's a marathon. There is no finish line, no ultimate victory. It's an ongoing process of assessment, adaptation, and improvement, a constant struggle to stay one step ahead of the bad guys. Protecting your digital fortress. In this age of cyber warfare, we are all on the front lines. Whether you're a multinational corporation or an individual user, protecting your digital assets is paramount. But cybersecurity doesn't have to be daunting. A few simple steps can significantly reduce your risk. First and foremost, be vigilant. Think before you click on links or open attachments, especially from unknown senders. Be wary of phishing attempts and never give out personal information unless you are certain of the source. Strong passwords are your first line of defense. Use a unique, complex password for each of your online accounts and consider a password manager to keep track of them all. Enable two-factor authentication whenever possible, adding an extra layer of security to your accounts. Keep your software up to date. Software updates often include security patches that address known vulnerabilities. Ignoring these updates is like leaving your front door unlocked. It's an open invitation for hackers. Finally, back up your data regularly. In the event of a ransomware attack or other data loss incident, having a recent backup can be a lifesaver. Store your backups offline or in a secure cloud storage service to prevent them from being compromised. Remember, cybersecurity is everyone's responsibility. By staying informed, being vigilant, and taking simple precautions, we can all contribute to a safer digital world.